Hey, I just wanted to quickly show you how I've been helping physical therapy practices attract 30 plus new patient opportunities every month using Facebook ads. I'm Jordan Mather. I've been helping physical therapy practices attract direct access patients since I was 19 years old. So it's a little over a decade, which is a really scary thought. But I just wanted to show you exactly what I'm doing from ads, landing pages, follow-up messages, every single thing that I've been using to help practices all over the country attract new patients. I'm going to walk you through that exact system. I'm going to show you everything just to provide as much value as I can. Before I show you, I just want to say that if at any time you want to pause this video and screenshot what I'm showing you so you can copy it and do it yourself, I highly encourage you to do that. You'd actually be crazy to not try it yourself and do all of this stuff. So I highly encourage you to actually do that. Number two, if you want to do this with me and actually jump on a call and I can talk you through how to implement this for yourself and maybe even audit the ads you might already be running on Facebook, I'd also be more than happy to do that too. And thirdly, if you just want us to do it for you, of course that's an option, but I will say I highly encourage you to implement this yourself. See what it actually takes to get patients from leads on Facebook to actually in your business and doing business with you before you actually hire any agency. I think one of the biggest mistake practices make is that they hire an agency before they actually know what works. And so what we see is a lot of practices being taken advantage of by agencies because they just don't know what systems are working. So what I'm going to show you today is the exact system that you see every agency using within physical therapy, but also not just physical therapy, but in OT, in dentistry, and personal training. They all use the same framework because it works so well on Facebook. It's conversion ads to a landing page with follow-up texts and emails. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that. So I just want it to be perfectly clear to you that I'm showing this to you just out of a pure value add, and so that you can take exactly what I'm showing you, implement it yourself, and then if you ever want some help down the road with implementing it or improving it, that you reach out to me to help you do that. So let's get into this. This is an incredibly repeatable and predictable process. You can use this for just about any dream client that you want to work with. We've done it with pelvic health, geriatrics, typical musculoskeletal disorders like back, neck, and shoulder. We've literally run this system with just about every single avatar you can think of, from dancers to CrossFit to runners to like triathletes. We've literally run this for every single avatar. So if you think that this isn't going to work for you, you think your audience is a little bit too old, I promise you that it does. The fastest growing demographic on Facebook right now is actually 55 and 65 and up. So there's no avatar that you can work with that you can't target and have a lot of success with using Facebook ads. So without further ado, let's check out the system. So this is obviously one of the landing pages we drive them to, but before I get into that, I want to walk you through some of the actual numbers that we get with this system to prove to you that this absolutely works, whether a professional runs it or if you run it yourself. And agencies are going to be pretty ticked off that I'm just sharing this all with you, because this is exactly what people are doing, and it's really not that hard. You can have just as good results as a professional Facebook ads expert. You just need to be shown how to do it, and it's pretty darn easy. So let me show you how to do this real quick. Okay, so this is an example of one of our ad accounts with one of our clients. This month alone, we pulled in 26 leads, and these aren't just people that are raising their hand saying, yeah, I have this issue, I might want to speak with someone. These are actually people that are texting the practice for appointments and are eager to come in. So these people are actually scheduling appointments and getting in the door. So 26 leads at $11 per lead. Typically, we see a lead cost around $8 to $12. So this is a little bit on the higher end, but that's just COVID-19 kind of drove up the prices of ads. We're already seeing that come back down. This was about $15 per lead a few weeks ago, but now it's heading back down to kind of where we see that median cost being. So this is just one avatar. This is for pelvic health. This avatar, this is more of a Pilates group workout class targeting mothers. So this week alone with this client, we pulled in 9 new patient opportunities for only $7.84, which is outstanding. This client's absolutely crushing it. Another person using this exact same system, this is for more general sciatica relief for men approaching retirement. So this month we pulled in 30 new patient opportunities at about $13.93. So this is a little bit higher on the pricier side, but they're converting so well on the other side that it's still massively profitable. This is also in the city of Houston. So it's a little bit more competitive, so prices are going to be a little bit higher. But guys, these are some of the results that you can get. And I'm telling you, you do not need to be a professional Facebook advertiser to be able to figure this stuff out. It's actually really easy. We teach it to physical therapy practices, marketing teams all the time. People don't just hire us to do their stuff. We also train their marketing teams how to do this, so you never have to be at the mercy of an agency. You know how it works, so that if you ever do decide to work with an agency, it's to scale what's already working so that you can work on the business and rather than in it. So we want you to get to the point where you can hire someone because you can have the luxury and can afford to just hand it off to someone else versus being in trouble, needing new patients, and being at the mercy of an agency and whatever they may be charging you. So let me show you some of the results that some of our students who we've taught this to have been able to pull out. So one, this is Seamus from Wisconsin. So first day, 3 leads, 2 of them booked already. Before that person's even in the door, they already covered not just the expense of our training program that we taught them, but also all of their ad spend. Awesome job, Seamus. Ryan Argoing, getting 3 to 4 leads per day, texting his phone. All of a sudden, a receptionist is a must. Awesome. Daniel Davids turned his ads on by 11. By 12:30, he already had 2 more leads, like shooting fish in a barrel. Money. Then there's AJ, who's killing it. He's one of our newer students. So far, he's been running ads for 12 days, spent $169 on the ads, got 15 leads, booked 14 appointments. So we got these people on the phone, booked 14 appointments, and 3 of them already completed his runner assessment and offer we helped him create. 2/3 of them bought packages. So he spent $169, made almost $1,700 within the first 12 days of implementing the system himself. We didn't implement it for him. We just showed him the framework, coached him through actually building those materials, and then these are the results he got. Easy. Didn't need to hire an agency, got incredible results. And this isn't a rare thing. This happens all the time. 84% of the people we teach the system to have people buy a package within the first 2 weeks of running this system. And a massive percent of them get their first booked appointment within the first 48 hours. That's why we run this challenge called New Patients Next Week. It's an incredibly effective challenge. It's only $100. More than welcome to go and check it out. But please feel free to just copy all of this stuff and just run it yourself. So now I want to walk you through the actual system itself because it's really easy. So feel free to pause this and screenshot any of this stuff if you want. So this is an example of one of our ads. It calls out to a very specific avatar and then asks them a question that that avatar is already thinking in their minds. We have to have a good understanding of who it is we're serving and why, what event in their life actually gets them to finally come into physical therapy. Very, very important. If you speak to everyone, you're speaking to nobody. So we have to have a deep understanding of who it is we're trying to attract, because the person who can describe the problem the best is perceived to have the best solution. So that is how you're going to get people to stop scrolling on Facebook and see you as an expert and come into your practice. So then after that, we're doing something special to market our practice. We're giving away a menopause assessment, pelvic floor exam, a movement screen, and a doctor's report of findings for $47. So we take a bland offer, a free discovery visit, and this is no different than the typical discovery visit they normally do. We just broke it off into pieces, gave each piece a marketable name that speaks to that avatar so that people on Facebook that aren't looking for physical therapy and might not even know what physical therapy really does can understand this offer and see the value in it. So we're setting the perceived value here and creating some level of scarcity. So we tell them that it's normally a $297 offer, whatever the practice's hourly rate is, and the offer is only $47. So now this $47 seems like a really good deal, and it repels all the freebie seekers. So this is a really, really important thing to do on Facebook. Free offers don't work on Facebook because, again, people aren't looking for physical therapy. They're looking for dopamine. They're looking to be distracted. So we have to say something that really intrigues them and speaks directly to their soul and sets the value in their mind and gets them to take action. Then just share some testimonials, then link them to a landing page. So the ads are very, very simple. Nothing fancy here. You can screenshot these and model this yourself. And then once they click these ads, they get taken to this landing page. Okay, so very, very simple. The simpler, the better for the landing pages. We've tested dozens and dozens of different landing page frameworks, and this is what works the best. It's not the pretty things. It's always the simpler, the better, things that almost look like a voucher that people take the best. So reiterating the offer, restating the value, and then giving some level of scarcity. You don't have an infinite number of spots on your calendar, especially if you don't want a huge wait list. So if you can only have an extra 17 people on your schedule this week, say that, because that forces people to take action. Just shows a little bit about the practice, something warm and inviting. You usually want to use the photo that you used as the ad here, because that creates what is called ad set. That lets the prospect know that they're in the right place. And then just a little map showing where they are, so you don't run into the issue of someone scheduling and saying, I didn't realize you're all the way on the other side of town. You don't want that. So this just helps answer more of the questions in the prospect's mind to get them to say yes. So this button, all we do is collect name, email, and phone number, because we teach these follow-up sequences, an automated text and an automated email, to give them an actual voucher, because that gives them the instant gratification and helps them remember that they actually opted in. Because remember, everyone that's on Facebook is on Facebook to be distracted. We hardly even remember the last article we read 2 scrolls ago, because we're like, our memories are like fish when we're online. So if we don't help push their momentum forward by giving them a voucher and continuing to give them a call to action to take that next step, they'll stop, and then they'll completely forget that they did it. So we have a system to help continue to get them to take that next step. We do that with our thank you pages. So once they opt in, they're taken to this thank you page where we give them their voucher, make them feel special, retell them what they get. And then we incentivize them to take action, to actually call and get themselves scheduled, to take the burden off of you or your front desk for following up with them. So we say, if you call and book in the next 24 hours, we'll take $5 off your voucher. So before, this clinic was advertising a free offer. Now they're advertising a $47 offer. So taking an extra $5 off this $47 offer doesn't hurt them at all, because it's still an extra $42 they weren't going to get anyway. So super effective. Then you give them as many options to schedule as humanly possible. Just give them a bunch of different options. So you don't know where they're at in their day in life at this moment. Maybe they can't call. Maybe they can't do an online scheduler. Maybe it's easier for them to just text. So we show you all the systems to able to receive and send text messages incredibly cheap. None of the tools or resources needed for the system are expensive at all. In fact, they pay for themselves before you even get through the paid free trials of the services that we recommend and help you set up. So very, very simple. So once you go through all of this, if you would like us to help you set all of this stuff up, just reply to this message or comment below. I'd be more than happy to get on a call with you, audit any ads that you already be running, and help talk you through how you can implement this for your system. What our Done With You service looks like is just a 10-day challenge. It's only $100, and we walk you through absolutely every single piece of it. As you can see, this is our group where we do it. So we review everyone's ads before they go live. We help them set up all the automations that work the best from converting leads into actual paying patients that actually show up. And then we also help them build out all of their own custom landing pages. So every single thing that you would set up, we not only give you instruction on how to set it up, we'll also review it with you and make sure it's perfect before you set it live. That's why we have such a high success rate within the first 48 hours of people implementing this system with us. We also help you design your vouchers and help you design your offers to make sure that it's really an irresistible offer, that it's really hard for your Facebook prospects to say no to. So this group is incredibly, incredibly supportive. We help make sure everyone has the most success that they can, so they aren't at the mercy of an agency, and that they can implement this themselves, train up their own marketing teams, and be self-sustaining. That's the whole point of this group. And of course, if you run into problems like Rachel did here, where you accidentally messed up your website, that's okay. That's what this whole community is here for. We help you fix problems like that and get through this stuff, so you really have a deep understanding of how successful Facebook advertising really works. And then, of course, you got all these people that are posting their success. This is AJ's thing again. Again, he spent $169 to make $1,600 in the first 12 days of implementing the system. So if this was at all helpful, if this provided value, I'd love it if you just let me know. Even if you don't want to work with us, just please, if you got a little bit of value, let me know what your biggest takeaway was. That I would really, really appreciate that. And if you are interested in just having a short phone call for me to look at whatever advertising that you might already be doing or help talk you through, is this system a good fit for you? I'd be more than happy to just jump on a 15, 20-minute phone call and help you implement something like this with your team, or decide how you can talk to your team about implementing something like this. So at the very least, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to hearing from you.